Wednesday, April 24th, 2019. We are looking at the continental U.S. geocolor imagery. This is from yesterday, the 23rd. We're going to notice here, it's all in the south, northern Gulf. All the plains were up here. We had a thunderstorm. We had very low chance, but got one anyway. And right here, this low is sitting off of the northeast. It's being squeezed out. Now, low pressure should be spin counterclockwise, but on the visible, you could see from the installed high pressure it going clockwise and then squashing it out. And take a closer look at the this is the mid-level water vapor, and we can see it pushing up right here, that straight line right there. But there's still that low there, but they've basically squeezed it out, and then from that, this other low behind it filled in, and a stream came through right there. We got some thunderstorms because of that. And then also out west here, what we're going to take a look at is this installed high pressure, right? They squeezed out this low, which should have brought rain to California. But all that water vapor gets overseeded in the high pressure, and then it comes off the mountain ridge here and just blows up in Texas. Time and time again. There's current visible feed. The sky looked pretty good this morning. I did notice a couple trails though. They're calling for rain Thursday and Friday. Here's this storm that rolled through. Boom, right there. I was out walking a dog and started dumping. We got nice and muddy. Here we're going to take a look at my sky yesterday. Planes went ratted all day. So you can see the halo with the sun dogs. And then, yeah, look at this here. We look like a frickin' cheese grater. Look at that. Unreal. Anyways, we're going to move right along here. This is the current geocolor image. I guess this would be considered infrared at nighttime. And we're going to see all this, and this blue here is the lower stratus deck. Okay, and we're going to see all these lines all through it. These are ship tracks. Okay, this is coming from the ocean up. And on any given day, most of this lower stratus deck on the northern Pacific is comprised mostly of ship tracks. They also call it marine cloud brightening. Okay. And here's just, this is like your flight radar, but this is for marine traffic, so you get an idea just how many ships are out there in the ocean. And you know, these could be equipped with all kinds of things. You know, they can be equipped with wet surface air coolers to produce steam. I mean, they're already producing clouds as big as entire countries. You know, a lot of them have radar on them. But we're going to move right along. We're going to take a look at the GFS numerical climate model. See what's going on the next few days. I don't like going out any further than 3 days. But, so your numerical climate model, okay? Now, they use this for, like, your air traffic and ship traffic, and they route the planes and all that to either make or dissipate cirrus clouds. I just call it straight weather modification because it's not accidental geoengineering as they claim. This is from yesterday's storm blowing up in northern Texas. And then, oh yeah, yesterday I was sitting at work and my head just started humming. I mean, my ears are always ringing, but like you know, you could feel the pressure change in your head and the tone change. And so I went to the shaman resonance, and sure enough, it was spiked. And we're going to move right along. Just a couple news stories I found interesting. What's this one? Oh, a Bitcoin trader built a floating house off of Thailand's coast in pursuit of a Peter Thal dream. But authorities destroyed his vessel and he could now face the death penalty. Okay, and this is basically this guy, he wanted to live in, and his wife wanted to live out in international waters and be free from any government or whatever. And Thailand did not want that happening. They said something about, oh yeah, this is but their actions were deteriorating Thailand's independence, you know, because we're all fucking slaves, okay? People say we're free in America, we're not. I might be a little more free than some people in other parts of the world, but you know, this would happen in America too. You'd have to get permits and all kinds of shit to live out in the ocean. What else? All this is Agenda 2030 here. Record number of homeless people dying across the LA County. Last year alone, 918 people died. And in the last 5 years, deaths have jumped 76%, outpacing the growth of the homeless population. So, how about that there? Go ahead and close that. This one. Oh, this is from a teenager got wrongly accused for breaking in. Somebody used their identity and broke into a few Apple stores and stole a bunch of stuff. And this teenager is suing them. But Apple is denying that they have facial recognition set up in their stores. I'd like to see what this turns into. Okay, CRISPR co-inventor will be eating gene-edited food in 5 years. Get ready for gene-edited growth. Well, that's because everything's going to have to be fucking gene-edited to live on this planet. Been calling it GMO Earth. NASA tests a swarm of 100 U.S. Navy cicada drones. The tiny drones travel in packs to investigate the weather. How about that there? What else could these be used for? I don't know, but we'll find out. What are these glowing red sprites in the night sky? Now this guy, he was my friend on Facebook, Paul Smith, but he catches these sprites all the time in Oklahoma. They're usually over top of, look at this nice square storm here. Over top of the thunderstorms. But wind farms, especially these large ones in Oklahoma and Kansas, can discharge into the upper atmosphere and cause sprites, blue jets, and lightning. I got a paper on that too. And here's something local I found interesting. Student alleges ADA violations by Frostburg over vaccine requirement. Okay, so this student is going to sue Frostburg State University over blocking him from registering for classes after his first year because he refused to get a measles vaccine because he says he's got an immunocompromised, or he's immunocompromised or whatever. But you know, this is good here. I hope they win, because vaccines should not be mandatory for anything. That about sums it up. Just a quick report, review, weather. So, you're there down there in Texas as usual. Here comes your storms right on schedule. Right there through Louisiana and then up through us. Plains, rain, wind. That's about it. We'll check back in later.